Coach Coley, what did you know about Lander and the Peach Belt prior to arriving in Greenwood, and what was the big draw for you?
Yeah, so Lander had a ton of success in its history. Lots of tradition and a tradition of winning. And that's kind of the biggest draw for me is I'm able to come in here and have an opportunity to bring us back to or take us back to where it used to be, but also doing it in a different way. So the biggest draw to Lander was that, and just really excited about the Peach Belt. I think that it's one of the best Division II conferences in the nation. I've been in this business for 14 years, so that's definitely a draw as well. And watching all the games and studying our returning players and the team from last year, just seeing how every day in, day out in conference, it's a battle. And I look forward to coaching that and being a part of that this year.
What have you seen from the team so far, and what really excites you about the upcoming season?
Yeah, so everything excites me about the upcoming season. It's my first year, so I'm trying to live in the moment, and I'm expecting and asking my players to do the same. And we're gonna get through everything we're getting through together. But their effort, their energy, I just told them this morning we had practice at 6:15. Like I'm asking these young women to do things they haven't been asked before, and they're taking it in full stride. And they get up, they work hard. I watched three practice films yesterday, and I left watching that practice film from the office saying, "Man, they're going so hard for me right now," and I'm just excited that they're buying in to what I'm putting out there in the process, and just really excited about what we're going to put on the floor this year.
You've had to rebuild the roster for this season. What are the challenges and opportunities that come with that?
Yeah, the biggest challenge was when I did accept the job, there were four on the roster. And that's always tough, especially getting hired June 1 and school starts in August and you're like, "Man, we've got to get these numbers. We got to have a team." But not just putting players together, but actually having a team that can compete in the Peach Belt within my first season. So it was a tall task, but fortunately, a lot of connections, a lot of relationships. The hiring of my assistant coach, Vanessa Taylor, helped a ton too. And we were able to bring in some, I think, key contributors that are going to be really good in this conference. Being able to talk Q into coming back, right? So she was sitting in that portal for a little bit, and just re-recruiting the players that were choosing to give me an opportunity, recruiting the players that did enter into the portal, and having the buy-in from the players that I didn't recruit that still wanted to come to Lander and believed in the mission. And so I'm just real thankful for the opportunity that the girls give me. And it's just a privilege to be able to coach them and that they took an opportunity to do this with me. Every player that I brought in, which is 11, came sight unseen and just off conversations with our coaching staff. So I think that's a huge testament to our vision, what we're trying to do, and I guess, what the future of Lander is going to be.
Well, I have to ask the question now. What did she say to make you return to Lander?
Um, I would just say basically like just how she was as a coach. Just basically giving me that opportunity and telling me like what she wanted from me up front and the things that she had in store for the program itself and trying to turn it around from where it has been the past 2 years that I was at Lander and just like her mission. Like she seemed like she was a hard driven coach that she was going to get the job done. And I respect her for that. So
Talk about your role as a leader on the team and some of the responsibilities that come with that.
a lot. I feel like this year in particular, it's definitely going to be different than my first 2 years. I am, older now, junior year. So just putting it all together from the things I learned my freshman and sophomore year and being able to talk and also teach in a way for the younger ones that's coming in that I was in that position 2 years ago. So, the freshman point guards that we do have, like being able to have that role and allow them to grow, but be there to help them and see like the growth that they're going to make based off of things that I experienced and knew coming in and being able to like just talk them through that and help them with it.
I know practices haven't started in full, but what are your impressions so far of all the changes for this year?
Basically, like Coach said, I feel like we've come in ready to work. Just grown into what she wants for us and her mission and how that relates to what we want as well. Buying into what she has in store for us, and just being there to work hard. Practices have been good so far, and I think they're only going to get better as we continue to learn and grow to make a statement this year.